They're up in Indiana.
Okay. The winning jockey, Brian Hernandez Jr. Time for the race.
We have a trophy presentation.
Clay and Lance, Mystik Dan, Churchill Downs, back in the winner's circle. How's it feel?
It feels good to get back in the winner's circle, get him back on track. And I think we just, 27 years since Kentucky Derby winners come back here and won, since Silver Charm, so we're really excited.
What'd you think of his performance today? Brian kind of, tried to mirror his Derby ride. He rode the rail quite a bit, didn't he?
Same thing. He, great ride. Can't say enough about Brian. He's so smart with the horse. Took him out and just got him settled down, worked his way around, and found a spot to get through and let him go.
It's also the first Derby winner since Chrome to win as an older horse. Just what went into the decision to bring him back this year?
We thought the horse, Kenny had always told me he thought the horse would be better as a 4-year-old. And we had a few struggles, a little mishaps there starting off. And we thought the horse had more left. And just gave him a couple months to get up under himself. And can't say enough about Kenny and his team. They got him ready, and he's coming back the way he used to be.
When he's doing really well like he was today, he makes my job fun because he's able to just sit in that pocket and you're able to just kind of read the race as it's going along, and he just kind of, that when you call on him, he's gonna bust through and give you a nice run, which that's what he did today.
The ride looked very similar to the Derby win last year. Is that the plan?
No, I mean, that's just a testament to the horse. He's such an athletic little horse, and when he's doing well and doing things right, he's able to give you those kind of trips. And like I said, that's just all on him. I just have to point him in the right direction and let him show his talents.
From the Preakness then to the last race, was there anything, or the last race you rode on him, was there anything different about him today than there was from those races?
No, like Kenny said, after we got him going early in the year, we just kind of had to, after those couple of bad races, we just had to get him back and reset on him. And that's kind of what it seems like, since he got that little break after the Pegasus, now he's come back, and especially with a win now, he just seems like he's got that confidence back in him like he did going into the Derby last year.
How important was it for you to have him get back in the winner's
circle? It's always important for a really horse like that too. Once you get beat up a couple times, it's just like a person. Once you get punched in the mouth a couple times, you're not gonna want to do it anymore. So you want it. We're happy that he's able to come back and win today. You'll probably just see a little more step in his foot now, and he's just gonna kind of be a little more proud of himself. And now you can kind of go forward. We have a lot of great big races the rest of the year, and he can go forward from there.
That Derby run, didn't
it? Yeah, it did. He's moving like he did way back, and we really needed to step ladder this horse, and we've gotten. The Oaklawn race was a good step to let us into this race, and we needed to ease him up. And in hindsight, I wish I hadn't run him. Those 2 races after we came out of the Triple Crown were misfires, and I'm just really proud to have gotten him back to this.
As you look at it now, you went Malibu, Pegasus, and then, in that, would you look at it now and say that each of those were step ladder steps, or was the Pegasus maybe too big a leap, or what would you think?
I'm my biggest critic. The Malibu looked like it was enticing. It was a short field, 3-year-olds, okay, and we really wanted to show him off a little sprinting. It was a disaster. It was a long trip. It didn't go right. In hindsight, of course, hindsight's 20/20. But once we got out of the Pegasus, another one that I wish I could kind of redo, but we gave him time. The ownership has been fantastic. Whatever we ever wanted to do, they were glad to do that. And, just real fortunate to be able to work for people that allow you to do the right thing.
First Derby winner since California Chrome to win as an older horse. Have you seen him take a bigger step forward now that you've got him back on track this year?
Well, I certainly think he's bigger and stronger than he was as a 3-year-old, which he should be. And the speed figures that he's put down in that last race was the fastest he'd ever run. But anytime you're able to, give a horse a break, and he's never had any soundness issues, it's really not been a problem. So I'm excited. I think we're going to need to really analyze what we do for the second half here to get him to the Breeders' Cup. I don't think that he's a horse that's going to be in Saratoga, racing in Saratoga this summer, because I don't know that track up there didn't seem to like it in the Belmont. And I'm going to point maybe towards more of a keep him around Kentucky fall campaign.
So, are you Stephen Foster then?
Oh, yeah, I think the Stephen Foster is a very logical next step. Yeah, for sure. And then after that, let's see. But we've also got Gould's Gold, who set the track record here 2 weeks ago. And so we've got a real high-level problem. That's the same owners. So we're all gonna have to sit down and figure out what's next with him and Gould's Gold. Both of them, ironically, by Golden Sense.
When he turned for home, Kenny, and he made that move and he kind of spurted clear, talk about the emotions and what's going through your mind. Hey, here we go. I mean, tell me about it.
I was high-fiving at the 8th pull. He's gone. Yeah.
And good to see him back where you know he should be.
Yeah, for sure. And the horse really deserved that. You know.
It's a time when we just don't see Derby winners come back very often. For you to have one and beat you here, and to have a Derby horse people can enjoy for another time.
Well, it's a reflection on the ownership allowing us to do the right thing. And then, you know, sometimes horses get hustled off the stud farms. And we've got some stud deals that are in process, and that also contributes to whether a horse continues on or not. And everybody was great to work with.